Hey guys, today I'm going to do a Q&A video. How has your park bag changed packing wise? Obviously the first trip we had a baby, she was still taking pacifiers and diapers and wipes and extra clothes, and God, I felt like we had a suitcase in the parks with us. Now that all of our kids are older, my youngest is 5, my oldest is 14. If my older two want anything, they have to bring it. They bring, you know, chargers for their phones, and if they want to wear a hat that day, or if they want to have a pin lanyard on, or they want to press pennies, I tell them that they have to bring their own stuff. I got these really cool bags made our first trip, and they're just like a drawstring bag, and I have them put them on. It has their names on it. Aubrey will carry a Vera Bradley like crossbody bag with her, but we've gotten to the point that we just don't carry a lot of stuff with us. I tell the kids, if you want to put a hat on and wear a hat and sunglasses, then you're wearing and carrying that hat and sunglasses all day. The same way you can wear your lanyard if you want. I don't want to hear it if you lose pins. I don't want to hear it if you don't want to wear the lanyard, you know, if it gets annoying to you, whatever. The same thing with Disney ears. Yeah. If you want to wear ears, you gotta be responsible for them all day long, especially now where we no longer bring a stroller. They are truly responsible for those ears and everything like that. So, you know, yeah, that kind of changes if they plan on pin trading that day, if they plan on doing penny presses that day, wearing hats, that type of stuff. We always try to look at the weather, and if there's a need to have ponchos, we always have ponchos with us. We always lather them up with sunscreen before we leave the room. I do have a very small travel thing of sunscreen to reapply. We have very good skin, and the fact that we tan very easily and we don't burn once we have a base tan. And typically when we go to Disney, especially now because we live in the South, we always have kind of a small base tan. Like right now I'm actually very, very pale for me, and you know, I think I have a little bit of something. So you know, we don't worry about sunscreen and stuff as much anymore. If we're on the dining plan, then we don't have to bring any food or drinks into the park. If we're not on the dining plan, then we will bring some filtered water bottles. We will bring some snacks into the park. We may even pack our lunch and things like that. I always do like to have a small first aid kit and, you know, some wet wipes and hand sanitizer and stuff like that on me. We went from having a huge backpack to having a little tiny bag that we can bring our necessities in. We are going to Disney over Christmas week, and we have even been debating on just not even bringing a backpack in some days because we just don't want to go through bag check. It's just another thing to pass. If you are an annual pass holder, you are going to want to have your license and your annual pass card on you. You can look it up by your My Disney Experience app, but some people are wicked finicky about it, so we just always like to have our cards on us. And it helps too, like God forbid if one of the kids forgot to bring their Magic Band, we can always use that card for our fast passes and everything. What else do we bring into the parks? We don't bring a ton into the parks anymore. It's just,
Medkit.
Yeah, like a small first aid kit. It all just depends, you know. The boys, like Casey has a pair of BB-8 ears and things like that, so like he'll wear those to Star Wars Day. Trevor wears his Oswald ears a lot. But it just kind of depends on the day, what we're doing. I do recommend having like a portable charger for your phones. I blow through the battery in my phone. Jeff never does, but I kill my phone battery. I always like to have extra memory cards and batteries and like a case for my camera from, you know, when we're vlogging. If we're going to be at the parks all day and we plan on staying late at night, I'll make sure to have our glow stuff with us. It just all depends on the day. I kind of have an area in the hotel room that has all of the stuff that we have in our park bag, and then I'll kind of repack the night before, thinking ahead of what we're going to do and need and all that stuff. What is your dream Disney vacation? I think a dream for me personally would be able to stay at, see, I can't say a dream because like Jeff and I went for like our Disney moon or whatever, and I remember us walking through Animal Kingdom Lodge saying, man, it would be a dream to stay here. We would love to stay here with the kids. And we just got to stay there with the kids in like the best room that they had. And I remember like we felt that that was just a dream come true. Like we only had 1 or 2 days of park tickets that trip because our annual passes were ending, but that was.
Did you know that it died?
Yeah, I just looked up. That was an amazing trip. When we stayed at Beach Club, that was like a resort that we wanted to stay at for a really long time. So I really enjoyed staying there. I know that we're blessed. I know that we are really lucky that we get to go to Disney as much as we do, and that we've gotten to stay in all these different levels of resort. And you know, each time we go, like, I feel that we appreciate it more and more. Like, we ended up changing our hotels because our whole Disney December trip has changed again after I made that announcement video of like where we're staying and what we're doing and everything. And in doing that, I told the kids, you know, we were staying at kind of a resort that really ever hasn't been on our radar or anything like that. And it's a value resort, and it's probably kind of on the lower end of the spectrum. And all the kids are like, we don't care. We're just getting to go to Disney, because it's been, you know, by the time we go back to Disney, it'll be close to 18 months. And they just appreciate being at Disney, and they appreciate the little things of being at Disney and enjoying Disney and all that stuff. So, I think that a dream vacation is so hard to say for us. I mean, obviously, I would love to stay at like the Polynesian. I have no desire to stay at the Boardwalk or the Contemporary. The Contemporary or the Grand Floridian. I just feel like they're too high above my level. I wouldn't mind staying at Wilderness Lodge. Maybe like the tree houses. That would definitely be a cool dream vacation for us over at Saratoga. Maybe like 2 weeks. You know, we have been blessed that we've been able to stay as short as like 3 or 4 days up to 11 days, you know, maybe 2 weeks, but I almost feel that that would be too much at Disney. I just can't find a dream vacation. Maybe going to Aulani, that would definitely be a dream for me. I know Trevor would love to go to Disneyland and see Oswald, but I think Aulani would be something that I would strive to definitely get to do, or maybe go on a Disney cruise and stuff like that. Tips for fast passes and what attractions are a must versus ones you can maybe skip or catch on a whim. Things seem to have shifted since new things have come into play. I think that's the thing with Disney, is everything is always changing. So obviously my tips are, if you want a heavy hitter, if you want Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom, if you want Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at Magic Kingdom, if you want Frozen at Epcot, and then coming soon to Hollywood Studios if you want Slinky or the Alien ride, then what you should do is, let's say that you're going to Disney Monday through Friday. Plan your Animal Kingdom day on Friday so that you can start your fast passes. When you do your fast passes, you're really far into the fast pass window of when people have been doing fast passes, and you have the best chance of getting Flight of Passage. Don't look at the times, get what you can get, and just get it, because within about 15 minutes of that park, or of that fast pass window open or less, those are going to be gone. Do the same thing for Toy Story. I think the must-dos at Animal Kingdom would be to get your fast pass for Flight of Passage, get a fast pass for Everest, and get a fast pass for the Safari. Most likely you can rope drop or get Dinosaur and Primeval Whirl either earlier in the day or later in the day. It's tough to be a bug, never really seems to have a wait. Same thing with kind of meeting the characters. You can just kind of eye the app and get there. The shows, again, just wait in line and you can get into those.
Not Rivers of Light.
What else is at Animal Kingdom? If you want to get into Rivers of Light, do a dining package, and then you get that VIP seating or whatever. As for Hollywood Studios, you're obviously gonna have to pick either the Alien ride or Slinky. I'm going to assume from all the knowledge that I've gotten that Slinky is going to be the better of the two, and you're definitely gonna wanna get a fast pass for that. Everyone is going to be running to do the Alien ride or the Slinky Dog ride, so maybe do Rock and Roller Coaster or one of those rides. I think other fast passes would be, Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, Star Tours. Those are really good rides that people, it can get a heavier line in the middle of the day. Don't worry about getting ones for Frozen or, what else is there? Little Mermaid, Disney Junior. Those are just kind of walk-on things that you can do. Just have the app on your phone and just constantly be checking. And once you scan your third fast pass, get on the app and add another one. You can just constantly be doing this until they run out of fast passes. As for Epcot, I always tell people rope drop either Soarin' or Test Track. And if you can, try to get to the other one right away, and you should be able to get both of those done within about an hour and a half. Fast pass for Frozen, kind of in the middle of the day when you're going through the World Showcase, and everything else you can get, either do Spaceship Earth first thing in the morning or just wait until it dies down. In the middle of the day, that's the first ride that everyone's gonna go to, so the line gets atrocious. We have watched people waiting in an hour-long line, and I've gone and added a fast pass, and we've kind of walked around for 10 minutes until my fast pass time came up. Same thing with like Nemo and Turtle Talk. Those often get very, very little waits, you know, in the end of the day or earlier part of the day. Just wait on those. Same with Living with the Land, all that type of stuff. I love Epcot. My family is kind of getting sick of Epcot because I just feel like there's not a lot to do there. It's a good leisurely rest your legs park. As for Magic Kingdom, what we always do is we rope drop, and we have Space Mountain as our rope drop. We do Space Mountain, you know, all the rides over there, and then we head straight back to like Dumbo and Barnstormer, and then we do our fast passes for things like Peter Pan that do get a heavy time, Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Splash Mountain. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is obviously one that you want to do. We've done the Belle, what is that, Story Time with Belle? No.
Yeah, Story Time with Belle.
No, it's like something
Enchanted Tales.
Yeah, Enchanted Tales with Belle. We've done that a few times, and it's not anything that I would fast pass again. The kids do love Pirates, and that can get to be a heavy wait time, but I also feel that that's one that if you go at the earlier part or the end of the day, you can get that one. It just all kind of depends, but definitely Flight of Passage, Navi River Ride are going to be your big ones for Animal Kingdom that you want to get first thing. And like, if you're doing your fast passes, get just that one ride and then go to the next big hitter. So then go to Hollywood Studios and get Slinky, and then go to Magic Kingdom and get Seven Dwarfs, and then go in and add in your other fast passes. Don't try to do all those fast passes because you're going to end up losing that ability to get the other ones. Okay, and then the last one I'm going to answer in this vlog is suggestions for planning with a family of 5 people. We are just over a standard room, but hate the wasted space of a suite. I wish we were a family of 5. They have the best rooms. They're so affordable, because for us, we're stuck at the Cabins or Art of Animation, or even 2 rooms at a value, and it's expensive. I will say my first pick would be to stay at Port Orleans Riverside, because there's no construction or anything going on, and it's awesome, and that's probably my favorite resort on property. You're gonna have 2 beds and then a Murphy bed. All of my kids love the Murphy bed. They fight over the Murphy bed. It's just, they love it. You're at a moderate, so you have a pool with a slide, and it's just amazing. I love Riverside, and you can get rooms sometimes for like $200 a night. Really, really affordable. The next one is Caribbean Beach. I wouldn't suggest that right now because there's so much construction going on, but that definitely is a good choice. My kids love that hotel. It's also a moderate. You're also going to have the pool, the slide. You're going to have a restaurant there. They had a decent food court, and I think it's going to be even better when they reopen it. But that's one I would avoid for now. Other ones that we love that you can stay at as a family of 5 is Yacht and Beach Club, Boardwalk. They all have the same kind of thing. It's not a full down Murphy bed. It's like a couch Murphy bed thing. They have a lot of room there. It feels very, very roomy and spacious. The beds are very, very comfortable. When we stayed at Yacht Club, we had an amazing, beautiful view. Plus you're walking distance to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. You have Stormalong Bay, or the Scary Clown Pool at Boardwalk. You're right on the boardwalk. You have, you know, kind of signature fine dining at those ones as well. They're just really, really nice high-level hotels, and I would definitely pick those. They can be a little bit more expensive, but I just think that they're totally worth it. And I don't feel that it's like too much space. The only benefit to doing like 2 rooms at Pop is that you're gonna have 2 bathrooms, so that could help you. You could have a mom and dad room, and then you could have your kids in another room. The beauty of having 5 is that you do get the guaranteed connecting rooms. We have that because there's only 2 adults and 4 children, that if we have to get 2 rooms somewhere, they're always connecting, which is really, really nice. And in all honesty, we need 2 rooms at Riverside. We can all easily fit in 1 and just have the other room there, even though we paid for it, whatever. We can all fit in that 1 room easily. So that's what I would say for that. When we started out, where did we go? We were gonna do 2 rooms at Pop. We ended up getting moved to Art of Animation, which kind of spoiled us for forever, because I think that's one of my kids' favorite resorts. We have stayed at, how do we do it? Caribbean Beach, Yacht Club, Riverside. We're all 5 people in a room. And then our following trip, we stayed at Art of Animation, which we love because we love mom and dad having their own space and all that stuff. We've stayed at Animal Kingdom Lodge in a 2-bedroom cutoff, which stinks because our kids are no longer, like all 4 of my kids are now like where we have to get a room that has for 4 kids and 2 adults. When like Ellie was a baby, they didn't count her, so we could stay at those 5-person rooms. But for sure, Riverside would be my #1. Like, definitely go there.